Money FM 89.3, the best of Saturday mornings.
And joining us in the studio, we have Tracy Pang, the director, co-founder of Pangdemonium Theater Company, and Menchu Yulo, an actor this year for the season finale of Pangdemonium, the Tony Award-winning production, Kimberly Akimbo. It is coming to Singapore. Ladies, good morning. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is great to have you both here. And Tracy, let's go with you first. What is it about Kimberly Akimbo that you guys decided you wanted to do this?
I think it's just such a joyful and hopeful musical. It was something that kind of, makes your heart sing. We
could use a little bit of that these days, right?
No, absolutely. I think we definitely need some of that at the moment. But yeah, that was the thing that it makes you feel good at the end. There's something about it that, because the story is really about, making the most out of the time that we have. So, it takes its journey, but, it was that sense that I thought, actually, that's a story I'd really like to tell.
Yeah. Awesome. Menchu, let's bring you into the conversation. I am told that you are the first woman of the musical stage in the Philippines. The first lady of the Philippine musical theater, I think, is how I heard you described.
Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
So it's an honor. It's an honor to have you here.
Oh, thank you. It's an honor to be here. I'm so thankful that they cast me in the show.
What do you find interesting about this performance?
What I find really interesting is, the story is she's really just 16, but she ages really fast. So she looks like she's in her 70s. So she has to deal with that. But I was telling Tracy the other day when we were going through one of her songs, and I was like, I have to remember how it feels like to be 16 again. And,
it was just 5 years ago for you?
Yeah, 2.
So, no problem.
2 years.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
So it was really, really interesting to me how to balance being my age and trying to find the 16-year-old.
How do you do that?
With great difficulty. I mean, it's a lot of experimenting, and Tracy's great. I mean, so it's and I at one point I turned to her and I said, "Please tell me if I'm doing too much or if I'm just going too far, because I'm still trying to figure it out without really going over the top."
Are you hanging out at the mall or something?
I'm
going to the bubble tea?
Young kids.
Go to the bubble tea places.
Okay. And when I'm walking in the mall, I look at young people and I'm like, okay, that's how they do this and they do that. So I'm trying, and I was telling Tracy, I'm so jaded, so I have to remove all of that and bring back the innocence, because she's very innocent. She's very pure.
Take us through the story for those of us who aren't familiar with it.
So she has this
Kimberly
has this rare genetic disorder where she ages 4 to 5 years per year. So when she was 1, we were thinking about it, she looked like she was 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she ages really quickly, and the average lifespan is 16. And she is turning 16 in the show. So that she's not going to live much longer.
So, Tracy, you're saying this is the lighthearted, fun,
I know, right? I know.
musical that we all need to get out of our daily lives?
It's not sad. It ends knowing that she's not going to live long. It still ends
hopeful, right?
Hopeful.
It just is that sense of you can't wait to do things that you want to do,
right?
So it's that, what, just go and do it while you have the time and enjoy life, and I think that's really what she learns during the show, and what the people around her learn as well. And I think that's the thing, her effect on the people around her. Realizing that they just can't wait for things to happen to them, or that you actually just have to go out and grab life and take it and enjoy it whilst you've got the chance. Because even if you don't have an affliction like this, you have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. So what are we waiting for?
Right.
Yeah.
And she's very positive.
Yeah.
She does not take offense to anything. She never sees the glass half empty. It's always half full.
Right.
So
which in and of itself is a great message.
She doesn't let anything get her down, regardless. So she's such a positive soul.
Tracy, why did you choose Menchu for this?
Oh my goodness. You know what? I think when this show was on the table for us and we were looking at it and it was offered and we looked at it and it was like, okay, we can't accept this show without knowing that we have a Kimberly. So I think, Adrian and I were looking at casting and I think the industry in Singapore is still pretty young. So finding an actress who fits the age range that we needed in Singapore was always going to be hard because, if we look at our industry now, most of the people who have been in the industry are maybe turning in their 50s at the moment because of the age of our industry. So we knew that we probably had to look beyond the shores of Singapore. And Adrian had worked with Menchu before about 12 years ago. Okay. And he was like, what about Menchu? And we just thought it was such an amazing idea because Adrian had such happy memories of working with Menchu back then. Yeah. And we just thought, you know what? This is the time. This is the way we want to go. And we asked her, and she was like, "Yeah. Let me just check with the family.
Yeah, let me just check with work." Yeah. and I was given permission, so I was very.
What work, if you don't mind asking, what work are you doing?
I'm an artistic director for a theater company back in Manila.
Got it.
So I needed to go on leave to do this. Sure. So I needed to ask permission if I would be granted that. Currently, we're in the process of staging Shrek there, which is so interesting because it's by the same team. So I'm working on 2 musicals written by the same team. So I was like, this is meant to be.
Yeah.
So I had to go on leave, and then once they granted me the permission, that's when Adrian, I can do it.
Awesome.
So I was very, very excited.
We've got in the studio with us Tracy Pang, the director of Pangdemonium and co-founder of Pangdemonium theater company here, and Menchu Lauchenko Yulo, an actor. The play is the Tony Award-winning Kimberly Akimbo. And if I can just come back to you, Menchu,
yes.
You've won a lot of awards, and you've had amazing performances in Sweeney Todd, Miss Saigon, The Sound of Music. These types of like real high-end, well-known productions. What does all of that bring to this production for you?
I think
to this
it's
part?
Because I've done such a wide range of roles. Because I started in the theater in 1978.
Okay.
So I've been able to do I went from ingenue to character acting to so many roles. I'm able to hopefully bring to the table that experience in the ability to really think about the character, really go deep into the character, because I have enough of that experience to have been lucky enough to do so many roles. As far as the acting for Kimberly, it's not as complex because I've been a 16-year-old. So it's something I've done.
Oh, there you go.
Just recalling it. And it's the challenge really here for me is, which I'm still trying to balance, is finding that right, what is the word? Right, that she's...
The range, right? It's like, because you don't want to play child. It's like seeing adults play kids or teenagers is very icky.
Yeah.
Right? So it's actually finding the honest truth of the, how she is feeling emotionally.
Right. At one point in rehearsals, I remember I turned to you and I said, please tell me if I come off retarded, because that you can go over and you become annoying. And she should be loved by the audience, not annoyed. So it's really not going too much and not going too little, because she does kind of have a crush on a young boy and she gets her first kiss. So how do you go back to your first crush and how that affects you, and without seeming like
over the top?
Yeah, over the top, trying too hard to push it. So it's that. So that's going to be the challenge here.
You've got a little bit of time to do this, to figure this out, but not a lot of time.
Not a lot of time. So I really,
what's the process for you look like that
basically,
you're doing it?
Well, Tracy's wonderful. I was just telling her I'm enjoying everything about it. She allows us to explore, and she tells us what she likes. She basically says, okay, that was nice, keep that. So it's really that, and trying to feel the room, I like being in the room even if it's not my scene, because then I feel the energy and I kind of hear what Tracy's, trying to get. Because I also direct in Manila. So I know
that side of it.
Yeah, I know that side of it. So I try to see what the director's getting at, even if I'm not involved in the scene, because I think it's important that I know the total vision she has for it.
Yeah.
So it helps me figure that out. I can't wait to finally work with Zach, because then, I'll have somebody to really play with and try to figure out how to do the...
Of course, you're talking about Zachary Pang.
Right.
Who may or may not be related to somebody in the studio.
I know.
What's that like now? I mean, you've worked with Zach before, right?
I worked with Zach last year on a show. So he auditioned. He's coming in and he plays Seth, who Kimberly has a crush on. He flies in this weekend. He's been doing a show in London. Yeah. He missed a few days at rehearsals. Yeah. But I think what we're looking at now is how we develop that relationship between Kimberly and Seth. So that's going to be very interesting.
A big challenge for me as well is I'm used to playing strong women. So I've done Evita. I tend to play strong women, whereas Kimberly is not like that. So it's a matter of learning how to get it out there and then pulling it back. Yeah. Because...
What an interesting challenge for you, huh?
It's very interesting. It's very interesting because all the last few roles I've played was really, really strong characters.
Yeah. And the other cast members, who are some of the, Sam Wheatus is there, Sangeeta Dorai, Benjamin Chow, Francis Lee, Melissa May Garcia, Angela Martinez. Tell us about some of the other cast members that you've working with.
We have a mix this time of people I've worked with before and people that are really quite new to us as well. So that's really interesting. I like that mix. Rebecca was in Evan Hansen with Angelo, who's in the show as well. So I both worked with both of those last year. Ben, I've worked with a couple of times as well. He was in Into the Woods with us, who's also playing Kimberly's dad. And then we've got some new people that are coming in to play the teenagers as well. So that's really exciting to have some fresh new blood in the room, and what they bring to the dynamics is always great because it just switches the dynamics up a bit, makes those that we've worked with before just kind of, trying to see and respond to new things in the room. Yeah. So that's fun.
Now this is it's starting next week, right?
Well, we're in
17th?
rehearsals. Yeah. So we've been in rehearsals
This is our first week.
for 1 week.
Yeah.
And then we got another 3 weeks of rehearsals. Yeah. And then the show will be on in October.
Sorry, October. I'm thinking this is October already. It's September.
No. Don't wish away all weeks.
No.
17th of October, not 17th of September.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I just had a senior moment there. So 17th of October to the 2nd of November. Now, I saw something and I don't quite understand it. Tracy, you're going to have to help me through it. One of the show's most unique elements is a musical number performed on ice skates.
Yes.
Ice skates or skates?
Yeah, no,
You're
that's ice skates.
You're building an ice skating surface.
We are.
In your theater.
We are.
In the tropics in
I
Singapore.
know, right?
Well, of course, indoor it's cold enough to build ice skating rinks anywhere in Singapore. But
yes.
Anyway, tell us about that.
So that is quite exciting and has been probably one of the biggest challenges of this show is the ice skating scene because it's set in New Jersey in winter and the kids' favorite thing is to go ice skating. There is a scene at the ice skating rink. We've actually flown in these panels that we've brought in from the States. We've got them set in the rehearsal room now, so the flooring is all in the rehearsal room, so we can ice skate every day if we want. It's crazy. So a lot of this week has been about learning to ice skate. So
Was that something most everybody had to learn?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
So everybody's thighs are burning right now.
And their ankles are collapsing
Yes.
and all that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a very fun element to this show is doing ice skating on stage. I didn't want to cheat. I know I had questions from designers going, why don't you just rollerblade? And I'm like, no, it's
different.
It's different. It's a different period. It's set in 1999.
And it's in the lines.
Yes, it's in the lines. I don't want to change the script.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. So
what a finale
and
that is.
we don't just ice skate. We do choreography.
Wow.
While skating and singing.
Yes.
And being 16 years old.
And being 16.
Good luck
and
with
trying
that.
not to fall. So that is a challenge. And I remember going back to that when Adrian told me about Kimberly. I was like so excited. I was like, oh, yes, Adrian. And then I put the phone down. I'm like, oh my God, I have to ice skate. I had forgotten about that. So I was in a panic for a few minutes. But it's been fun. We're learning.
Good for you guys. This sounds like it's really going to be an interesting production.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it. Tickets are on sale now? Or?
Tickets are on sale now. So, you can just hit the Pangdemonium website and it'll take you straight through to booking tickets.
Awesome. Tracy Pang, Menchu, Lauchenko, Yulo. Good luck. Break a leg. I shouldn't say good luck. Break a leg.
I don't want to say that. You don't see us we're doing ice skating.
Yeah. Maybe not break a leg.
We're looking forward to seeing Kimberly Akimbo, which is a Tony Award-winning play, coming up in the middle of October. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.